Hello students, welcome back to my session. I am Mala, biology faculty. Today I am going to discuss chapter 8 cell, the unit of life. Okay, in the previous part of the cell topic, I have discussed what is a cell, history of the cell, discovery of the cell and types of cell, that is prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. And in today's session, I will be continuing with the prokaryotic cell and mainly focusing on prokaryotic cell in today's session. Let's move on to the learning objective of today's session. Today, I'll mainly focusing on the introduction part. Okay, what is this prokaryotic cell? And overview of the cell, that is size and shape of the cell and the structure of the cell. Cell envelope, what is cell envelope and what are its modification? That is cell wall, plasma membrane, cytoplasm and its constituents, and then ribosomes and inclusion bodies. All these are the topics which I'm going to cover in today's session. Let's quickly move on to the introduction part. And here in introduction, we mainly need to know what is the cell and the division of the cell. Cell, as I already explained to you in the previous section, okay, it is a very important for the living organism. It is the basic structural and functional unit of all living organism. And all living organism are composed of cells. And based on the structural organization, the cells are divided into two types. One is prokaryotic cell, another is eukaryotic cell. Let's study in detail about the prokaryotic cell in today's session. Okay, coming to the prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cells are represented, okay, by bacteria, blue-green algae, mycoplasma, pleuropneumonia-like organisms, that is PPLO. Expansion you can get, and all these examples are for all these organisms consisting of a cell called prokaryotic cell, where the nucleus is not very distinct, okay, and they are very small. They multiply very quickly, very rapidly compared to the eukaryotic cell. Next, we'll move on to the overview of the cell. Okay, prokaryotic cell vary greatly in their size and shape. Okay, it is very smaller. And if you take the mycoplasma, in the mycoplasma, the cell is very small and it is about 0.2 to 2.5 micron. And bacterial cells are about 0.2 to 5.0 micron in diameter. And some bacteria and blue-green algae have length up to 500 micron. It varies, okay. Organism to organism, it varies and it is very smaller when compared to eukaryotic cell. And the four basic shapes of the bacteria will be there. Okay, bacillus, which is the rod shape. Okay, it is in the rod shape. Coccus, which is spherical. Okay, circle. Okay, spherical in nature. And Vibrio comma shape. Okay, and spirillum, spiral. Okay, these are the basic shapes of the bacteria. The organization of this prokaryotic cell. Okay, if you see here, it is a fundamentally similar, even though they exhibit a wide range of shape and function. They have a cell wall. Okay, surrounding the cell membrane, the cell wall is present, and cytoplasm is present. Okay, with the fluid matrix. This cytoplasm is the jelly-like substance. Okay, fluid content which is present in the cell. Okay, all the cell organelles which are present in the cytoplasm. Okay, and the genetic material is not enveloped by the nuclear membrane. Okay, nuclear membrane envelope will not be there. Okay, where the nucleus is not distinctly developed in the prokaryotic cell. Along with the genomic DNA, they have a small circular DNA called plasmids. Okay, along with the DNA, plasmids are present in the prokaryotic cell. And no organelles found in the prokaryotic cell except for ribosomes, and they have an inclusion bodies and they have mesosomes which are present in the prokaryotic cells. And next we'll be studying about the cell envelope and its modification. As we know that most of the prokaryotics, they have chemically complex cell envelope will be there, and they have a different layer. Okay, tightly bound 3-layer structure will be there. They act together like a single protective unit. Okay, outermost layer we call it as glycocalyx, and they have cell wall and plasma membrane. Okay, first layer is glycocalyx, and then the cell wall will be there, and then the plasma membrane. These three envelopes will be there for the prokaryotes. Bacteria can be classified here based on the staining. Okay, they will be conducting the gram staining method here to identify whether the bacteria is gram positive or negative. If they take up the gram stain, then we can say that the bacteria is gram positive. If those do not take up the gram stain, then we can consider them as gram negative. Okay, there are two types of bacteria based on the classified based on the staining technique. And the glycocalyx differs in the composition and thickness among the different bacteria. It differs from bacteria to bacteria. If the slime layer is present, they have loose sheath, and capsule is there means they have thick and tough sheath. Okay, it varies in the composition. It varies to different bacteria. And coming to the cell wall, it is chemically made up of peptidoglycans. Very important point. In exam, you can expect this question. Okay, what is the bacterial cell wall made up of? Bacterial cell wall made up of peptidoglycans, and it determines the shape of the cell and provides the strong structural support to prevent the bacterium from bursting or collapsing. It is a protective layer and it provides the strong support. It prevents from the bursting or collapsing. Okay, this is the main function of cell wall. Next, we'll be studying about the plasma membrane. Okay, plasma membrane, it is also called a cell membrane, and it is a semi-permeable in nature. Semi-permeable means permeable. It allows only certain substances to enter in and out of the cell. Okay, it interacts with the outside world. Okay, and this is similarly structured to that of eukaryotes. How in eukaryote the plasma membrane will be present, the same similarly structure it will be present in the prokaryotic cell also. And if you see, this is very they have a mesosomes which are formed by the extension of plasma membrane into the cell. Okay, and they have, it is an extension of plasma membrane. Okay, mesosomes, very important term. And these extensions in the form of vesicles, tubules and lamellae. Okay, they are present in the form of vesicles, tubules and lamellae. And flagella will be there, and they develop from the basal body located in the membrane, and they are made up of the protein. Okay, the protein we call it as flagellin. Okay, very important term again to remember. And pili and fimbriae, these are the surface structures of the bacteria which are not involved in motility. Motility is nothing but movement. Okay, they are not involved in the movement. Okay, they are surface structure of the bacteria, and they are elongated tubular structure which is made up of a protein called pillin. Okay, in flagella protein is flagellin, in pili it is pillin. Okay, please make a note on it. It is very important. Next, we'll be discussing about the cytoplasm and its constituents or its contents. The cytoplasm, as I told, it is a jelly-like substance which is present in the cell, which is rich in fluid, and they are containing the carbohydrate, proteins, lipids, enzyme, and coenzymes. And these are the numerous ribosomes of 50S and 30S subunits will be there. Okay, two subunits, larger unit and smaller unit will be there. Larger unit is 50S, smaller unit is 30S subunits. And membrane bound organelles are absent in the prokaryote. As I told you in the beginning itself, membrane is the outer covering, and they have membrane. Okay, eukaryotes have membrane bound organelle, but in the prokaryote, membrane bound organelles are absent. Next, we'll be discussing about the ribosomes and inclusion bodies. Before that, let us study about the ribosome. You can see the diagrammatic representation of prokaryotic ribosome here. 70 subunit will be there, and they have two subunit, larger subunit and smaller subunit. Larger subunit we call it as 50S, and smaller subunit is the 30S. Total it is 70S ribosome in the prokaryotes. In prokaryotes, ribosomes are associated with the plasma membrane of the cell. It is associated with the plasma membrane. And they are about 15 nanometer to 20 nanometer in size. The size is important to note it down. And they are made up of two subunits, as I told, larger subunit that is 50S and smaller subunit that is 30S units. Ribosomes are the site of protein synthesis. Okay, they help in preparation of synthesis of protein. So only ribosomes are referred as the protein factories of the cell. Okay, now once the protein is prepared, it is sent to the different cell organelles for the usage. And several ribosomes may attach to the single mRNA and form a chain called polyribosomes or polysome. Okay, which help in synthesizing the protein. Next, we'll be studying about the inclusion bodies. Reserve materials in the prokaryotic cells are stored in the cytoplasm in the form of inclusion bodies. Okay, whatever the reserve materials which are there in the prokaryotic cells, which will be stored in the inclusion in the cytoplasm in the form of inclusion body, and they are not bounded by any membrane. As I told you, they are non-bounded organelle and they lie freely in the cytoplasm. Okay, examples are phosphate granules, cyanophycean granules, and glycogen granules. These are the different which are present freely in the cytoplasm without any membrane. And gas vacuoles are found in the blue-green and purple and green photosynthetic bacteria. Gas vacuole for the storage purpose. Thank you. That's all for today. Eukaryotic cell organelles I'll be covering in the upcoming session. So until then, bye everyone. Take care.